Namaskara. Welcome back to our show called Cosmic Evening with Smita and Sandhya. In our previous episode, we did talk about astrology, tarot reading, some traditions, some beliefs. So now we'll get deeper into it and know much more interesting facts about astrology. Hi, Smita.
Hi, Sandhya. Absolutely. I'm so excited to actually do this. I'm like jumping off the chair.
I can understand by seeing
Yeah,
your
I
face
can't
all
contain my.
glowing.
Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about it because it is so deep. And the more you dig into it, the deeper it gets. And there is more and more to learn.
I
Yeah,
mean, learning is always, we have to be that student for
for
entire
life.
lifetime. So there
Yes.
is always something to learn and understand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
So, Smita, now tell me,
Mhm.
we did talk about astrology. We
Yep.
understood that there's a lot of math,
Yes.
calculation, and
Yes.
science.
Yes.
So, how do you know, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಅದು
Okay.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಿಸೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? How did you people arrive at that? ಅಂದ್ರೆ it's
Mm.
not that we got to know today.
Yeah.
It's existing from like
Many
we
years.
we don't
Yes.
even know.
Yes.
It's time immemorial ತರ.
Yeah.
So ಹೆಂಗೆ? How did they calculate? How
Okay.
did this come?
Yeah. So if I have to say one thing, our Indians, we are known for math,
Hmm.
correct? Everywhere
Hmm.
in the world, even today, okay, even today, Indian and math, it's always connected.
Hmm.
May it be Shakuntala Devi, may it be Aryabhatta, whoever, whatever. Indians are very good at math, and that is a known fact. It's a proven fact.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hmm.
nobody can even challenge that. Any Indian for that matter, however dumb that person is with anything. But with math, with numbers, they're always good somehow.
Hmm.
So how is this happening? Okay, so many years ago, like you said, it's time eternal. Nobody even knows. Now, how did they actually, calculate now what day it was and what, like date it was and things like that. So, if we see in our culture, we follow the moon calendar for every festival.
Chandra,
Chandra.
ಇದು.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. So moon calendar is followed for every festival, for everything, and even my birthday, in fact, was actually
Hmm.
celebrated according to moon calendar in my house for many years.
Hmm.
Correct. So it
Hmm.
used to be that. So
I mean, we have this nakshatra, tithi.
Nakshatra, Titi, that is nothing but it's a moon calendar. Now, how you have days defined by the sun calendar, like you have January, February, so that's how you have the moon calendar months like Chaitra, Vaishakha, Bhadrapada, whatever, right?
Oh, okay. Hmm.
And then you calculate based on the moon movements.
Okay.
Now you can ask why did they actually choose moon movements? So now
Yeah.
when you actually look at the sky, when there is sun in
Hmm.
the sky,
Hmm.
is it possible for you to notice anything in the sky at all? No, there is nothing you can see, right? So when there is moon, so you can see now there is a set of constellation, the star constellation, a
Yeah,
set of
constellation.
stars that move in a particular pattern. So they
Hmm.
decided, okay, now this constellation. Then they started observing, okay, moon is moving here in this particular pattern, and then moon is moving
Hmm.
here in this particular pattern. Moon is moving somewhere else. So they started to like analyze that or calculate that. So
Okay.
that is how this moon calendar came into existence.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have around 285 days or something in a moon calendar year and 365
Mm-hmm.
days in a sun calendar year.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
mean, when it comes to like you mentioned moon calendar,
Mm,
ಮಳೆ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ನನ್ಗೆ.
mm.
Based on that, is it calculated? I mean, that is like 27
27
Right.
nakshatras. Yes, 27 nakshatras. The 27 stars were in a particular pattern aligned somewhere.
Hmm.
Okay, they never change. They move as a set.
Okay.
So that makes a constellation.
Hmm. No, all I'm saying is the number of days difference
Yeah,
ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ
yeah,
lunar
yeah.
moon calendar to sun calendar, which means illi it's 27 days a month. Is it considered that way?
28 days a month.
Okay.
Okay, and then the balance out, whatever the balance is there, it is always coming up as Adik Masa in once in 3 years or something like that. That's how they rule it out and balance it out. And like in the sun calendar, we have the leap year, that one day which comes in every
Mhm.
4 years. So that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
balance you find.
Okay, like we have 366 days this
Days
year.
this year, yes. So somewhere there has to be a balance. So that is what. So now, if you ask, how did they calculate? Why did they calculate? Is there logic in
Yeah,
it? So
yeah.
nowadays you can see, like, there are many software engineers who will be watching this episode for sure. Now you can answer me one thing: is it even possible to develop an app if there is no logic to something? If there is no given logic, it's not possible to develop an app,
Correct.
right? And then
True.
you have like umpteen number of apps
Mm.
which which generate your horoscope, which generate your chart, which generate like what
True.
position, what planets
I have
where.
seen, I have seen them.
Yeah. So
Just
the
enter your date and time
yeah,
and birthplace. It
yes.
will generate the horoscope actually.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that is how it is, because if there is no logic to it, it is impossible to develop an app.
Correct, correct.
I'm sure everybody will agree to this at least.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely there should be logic.
Yeah.
To generate a horoscope, there should be a calculation for sure.
Yes.
Otherwise, you just enter some random date, a day,
Yeah.
and a place.
It's
That's
not
not possible.
possible. Yeah. So there is logic. There is 100% logic of, sorry, the placement of the planets in that particular time, that particular year. So in which constellation the planets were.
Okay.
Okay. So
Hmm.
now I can say there are 9 forces which we consider, which act or which influence us, I can say.
Mhm.
They are like Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus,
Hmm.
Mars, and Jupiter, Saturn. And then there are two north and south nodes of Moon, which is called Rahu and Ketu.
Hmm.
Okay, Rahu and Ketu is not Uranus and Neptune. Many people, like assume they're Uranus and Neptune.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's not Uranus, Neptune.
Yes,
Okay.
and also many people say you say 9 planets, 9 grahas. So Moon is not a planet, Sun is not a planet, Sun is a star, Moon is a satellite, and they come up with many things. So I can say graha means force.
Hmm.
Okay, graha means force. Graha means energy. Grahisodu,
Yeah,
grahana.
yeah, yeah.
So graha is
Grasping.
grasping, or it's a force. It is not
Hmm.
graha does not mean planet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is very, like naive to say there are 9 planets. No, it's not so. Now, though, even Pluto is, not even a planet, poor thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's a tiny
Yeah,
little thing
yeah,
in the space. Hmm.
yes. So I had a big time question now, why is Uranus and Neptune not considered?
Hmm.
Then I thought, okay, because force has its effect up to certain point,
Hmm.
okay, beyond which there is no effect of it.
Yeah, there is no force or
There is
no
no
impact.
there's no impact, there's no influence of it. So what's the
Hmm.
point in including it,
True.
right?
It acts like neutral
Very neutral.
thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For example, if I have to say there's a bonfire somewhere far, it's happening.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now you are walking in the forest, there's a bonfire. You can see that area lit up. Okay. But do you feel anything, or do you actually see the light? No, you just see some, like some kind of light which is there very far. As in when you go near, you feel the impact of it. You can see
Correct.
it, you can feel the warmth. and you can hear
True.
the music, you can talk. So that is how this influences. So that is why Uranus and Neptune, it's not really considered, and they change one constellation in probably like 20 years or something like that, 10 years, 20 years. So that long, I don't know if it really matters for someone to analyze that long period,
Hmm. Okay.
right? So it's basically like, like seeing the bonfire from so far, it's of no use.
It's more or less like Atakuntu Lekkakilla.
Yeah, Atakuntu Lekakila. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
Rahu Ketu is something that is Atakuntu Lekakuntu. Okay.
Hmm.
They don't have a physical body,
I was
but
about to ask, but
y-
you told it. Yeah.
yeah, they don't have a physical body, but their
Hmm.
presence is felt. Their presence is felt because without them, there is no lunar eclipse, there is no solar eclipse.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They're so important, man.
Yeah, they are important. So their presence is felt, but they don't have a physical body. There's actually a mythological story about this Rahu Ketu also.
Okay.
So, which actually can connect. So, basically, when this Samudra Mantana was happening, or the churning of the ocean was
Hmm.
happening,
Hmm.
there was this nectar, Amrita, which came out.
Yeah.
And one side was the Devgana, the other side was the Asuragana. Everybody wanted Amrita, but then the deities thought that it is not fair to give it to the Rakshasa Gana because they might spoil everything if they become immortal and
Immortal. Yes.
mortal, and they actually can spoil everything, or they can ruin the world or the existence of this world or something like that. So but then so that is when Vishnu took the Mohini Avatara, and then he cheated on the Rakshasa Gana, and he gave the nectar, the Amrita, only to the Dev Gana. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and one headstrong guy from the Rakshasa Gana, he came, he caught up and sat with these people. He also wanted. He
Okay.
drank it. He
Okay.
was able to fool. He drank it. And that fellow's name was Swarabhanu. Okay.
Okay.
But then when they realized this fellow doesn't belong here, what Vishnu did was he cut his head off, trying to
Okay.
kill. But he drank the Amrita, he could not die.
Hmm. Because that is meant to be immortal.
Yeah, so he could not die. So technically he is dead, but he cannot die.
The Amsha is not dead.
Yeah. So that is how, and that two parts, the head became Rahu, the body became Ketu. Okay. So that is
Okay.
why they don't have a physical body, but their presence is felt. They are technically dead, but they can't be dead, so they are present.
Oh, interesting story.
Yeah. So it is very I don't know how how they if this story was made up or if this really happened. I don't know, but it is relatable and it makes
Hmm.
sense.
Because the physical body
Is not
doesn't
there.
exist, but the forces are present.
The forces are present.
Okay.
So it is somewhere validating. And you can feel the presence of it because otherwise you could not see eclipse.
Hmm. Okay.
So that is how,
Now,
yeah.
now tell me, how do they influence the eclipse actually? Because both are at opposite ends,
Yeah.
and how these forces actually impact or
Okay. If
influence.
I have to say, the nodes, okay, they take
Hmm.
1.5 years to shift from one constellation to another. But sun and
Hmm.
moon, they go, for example, from sun moves from one constellation to another in every month.
Hmm.
Every month
Hmm.
it moves, and moon it moves in every 2.5 days or 2 days and a quarter or something like that, around that much
Hmm.
time. So it moves. So when sun is moving through the constellation and it comes to the point where this Rahu is or the Ketu is, that is when the eclipse happen. And the total eclipse is when they meet together
Okay.
in the same degree, in the same angle. If they are, then uh,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm. That is when the complete eclipse
eclipse
happens.
happen. Yeah.
Okay. Now we kind of understood the calculation part or the logic behind.
Yeah.
Now tell me, okay, first thing,
Mm.
do you like, can people approach you to understand their horoscope?
Definitely, definitely. I'm actually sitting here for that. I recently started working on this app called AstroTalk also. So I do take
Okay,
consultation. So people can even contact me directly. I will definitely give my contact details in this video, end of this video, or in the description channel. Please look out for it, and you can definitely
okay.
contact me for consultation. And don't worry, I'm not charging super high prices like the others do. But I'm sure that I can help you till the point you can be satisfied. And it's not like one time. There are many people who contact me like, once and then they keep calling me. And I never deny because I know that people come to an astrologer when they have some worries or problems. They don't come when they're happy.
True.
So my, how do I say, my soul does not permit me to like turn them away when they need help. So I entertain
So
people.
you are that Venkataramana who are in Sankata. For better understanding.
Yeah. Well, I try to be as much as help as possible. Yeah.
That's so sweet of you.
Thank you.
So, okay, now tell me
Mm,
again, how to, if you can take any horoscope like
mm,
randomly, or and
mm.
you can tell anything, any important dates in their life or something
Ye-
like that.
Yeah, definitely. This actually reminds me of a very, very funny story that happened on Astro Talk a few weeks ago.
Okay,
There was this person who messaged me, okay? He said,
okay.
Madam, I have my housewarming ceremony planned on so and so date. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, and I want my sister to be sitting in the rituals. But can you please tell me, will she get her periods that day or not? Like, okay, this is
Seriously, I
seriously.
mean, he could have asked his sister. I
Yeah,
mean, are these dates are syncing up or no? But
exactly.
okay.
But anyway, he asked me. Then I said, okay, I can check that. It's possible to check. If you can share her horoscope details. Okay. Then he,
Really?
yeah, it is possible to check.
Okay.
And then he said, no, madam, I don't have her horoscope details. Sorry, I don't have her horoscope. We don't know the time of birth exactly. So I don't know anything about that. And I'm like, okay, but at least can you at least tell me when was her last period? At least because based on that, if I can think about something. Then he
Hmm.
said, no, madam, her period is so irregular. I don't know when she gets, when she does not get. She doesn't open up, she doesn't tell, and things like that.
I
I'm like,
mean,
then
some
how the
people,
hell am I supposed to tell you? I'm like,
yeah, I mean, you need some reference, right?
yeah,
Some point, some information like, okay, I can calculate something and say.
something. Yeah. And then it is really, really absolutely funny that people actually contact astrologers for such kind of things. Because you go to a medical store, you buy a tablet which can postpone your periods, and you take it and you don't get it, bloody. That's all.
True. But tell me, like you said, it is possible to
Yes.
actually find out the date.
Yes, it is possible because that is how, this muhurtas, what they fix in the weddings
Hmm.
or any functions. So they check that. They check that.
Yeah, they ask.
Yeah. So they actually check, they check the movement of your moon and Mars to check
Mm-hmm.
if you are going to get periods or not. It's very rare, that any girl would have got her periods on her wedding.
Hmm.
It's not very common at all. It's very, very rare. And actually, to be honest, many communities actually calculate or, they fix this muhurtam for their first night or, their honeymoon and not for the wedding. They actually
Hmm.
check this because they actually want to see the ovulation time.
Okay.
Okay. So it is possible. I can probably give you an example. Just a sec. Okay, so now I'm just taking this as a sample chart. Okay, so
Okay.
how it is calculated on Tandra? Now you can see the Mars over here.
Hmm.
Okay, in this box, okay, in this box, whenever the moon moves in transit,
Okay.
okay, whenever the moon moves in transit, that is the day you start your period for any girl.
Hmm.
Okay. And now you may ask, many people have PCOD. How is it possible then? So it is either with Mars, okay, or
Okay.
the
Okay.
aspect of Mars. Aspect of Mars is like 1, 2, 3, 4, this box, or
Okay.
this box, or this
Okay.
box.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like this box, this box, this box, and this box. Now there are four boxes in which
In that particular place,
place
the
wherever,
fourth and
yes,
eighth house.
yes.
Okay.
4, 7, and 8 are the aspects of Mars.
Hmm.
So we'll definitely talk about aspects in the next video, but this is how it is calculated. It is possible to calculate your periods, at least. And I have checked this over many months now with mine, my
Hmm.
friends, my sisters, and everybody's. And even if they have PCOD, it is actually matching.
Oh.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
say if it doesn't come when the moon is in this box, it may start when the moon is in this box. Not even starting then, it may start when the moon is in this box. Not even starting, it may start when the moon is in this box. So it is possible that way.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So,
And if it doesn't come on any of that day, then seriously, there should be some health issue, right?
yes, yes,
I mean, you need to see the doctor, like,
doctor,
if
yes.
it's delaying
But
way too much.
yes, yes, because it's like most of the time it will actually do it. I mean, it will show it correctly. And that is how, they fixed the muhurtas for the wedding so that people are not, how do I say, they don't have periods on the day of their wedding.
Okay, now, for example, someone's cycle
Hmm.
happens, say, after, for like 60 days.
Yeah.
Even then, also, you
Okay. Then,
can.
yes, then also, because that time what happens is you can even consider the transit of Mars and aspect on your moon in the natal chart.
Hmm.
Not only the moon transit. It is like Mars
Oh,
and moon when they are aspected by each other, or when they are together is when your periods will start or it will happen.
So you mean to say, even if it gets delayed, still it's possible to
Yes.
see it,
See it.
right?
Yes, it is possible to see it because that is how, like off late, I don't know if people are actually using this kind of method or something, but in earlier days, it is impossible that you would have heard that somebody got their periods on their wedding day
Hmm.
because the accuracy was there at that time.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Because they
Okay.
even hand calculated the charts. Okay, but now we are using app. Now we are using the app,
True.
but then they actually hand
Back then, it is
calculated.
only the, yeah, that and looking at the position of
Yeah,
moon,
moon.
right?
Yes, yes,
In the different constellations and
yes.
the
Absolutely.
position, everything, is it?
Yeah, and it's like you may ask, okay, now that's not a big deal. If I say I get my periods on 15th, then if they can actually choose in the first beginning of the month or end of the month, then it's anyway not possible. But what if you are like you have a 28-day cycle? Then it'll keep moving, and your wedding is not something they will fix like 1 month ago or like 2 months in advance. They fix it like years advance, 1 year, 2 years sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
The date
yeah,
is
correct.
fixed.
Yes, yes.
So how do
I
they
mean, if
know?
it's like 1 or 2 months, then okay, you
Yeah,
can
yeah, you
still
can
be
say
like, huh, that is easy.
easy.
But yes, I have seen some muhurtams happening like 6 months after
1
the
year,
engagement
yeah,
or 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
So that is how they know.
Oh,
So it is possible to
okay.
even calculate these kind of things. Now you may ask, what about men? Okay, because there is a thing that when moon and Mars are together, they are like the blood comes out. or it's a possibility of bleeding somewhere or something.
Oh,
Okay, so that is the thing. But you may ask now, what about men? Their nose may bleed, they may get a cut, they can have hemorrhoids. There are many ways to see blood. It's not only period. So people, who are who wants to, ask these kind of questions, yes, it's possible that. And I have seen this also. I have seen this also. Very
okay.
recently, I have seen this also in case of one of my friends. Okay, I don't want to take names. One of my friends, he has a moon in Capricorn, and
Hmm.
Mars recently, came into Capricorn, like on Feb 5th or something. And after that, 1 week after that, he had nose bleeding and hemorrhoids.
Oh,
I knew it. I didn't talk. I just shut up and I just kept quiet.
yeah, I mean, I understand this. Okay,
Because,
now tell me.
yeah.
Yeah, now
Uh,
you said the positioning of moon. Yeah, you go on. We can.
yeah, because I think we should end this episode with this, and we will definitely talk about many, many more things. Very soon, Sandhya. I am equally
There are so
excited.
many things.
Yeah.
The time is just running and like,
Yeah, exactly, right? We want to have more and more episodes of this. Definitely, we'll shoot more episodes. We are going to bring lot of info. And to contact me, you can follow me on my Instagram, cosmic.tatva, or you can see the phone numbers and other details here in the description. So get in touch with me. We can talk more, and you can definitely ask questions. Yes.
well, soon we'll come back with another episode of interesting facts. So we will meet in the next episode with much more interesting facts and fun. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.